Hey everybody, I'm Lisa Young Sutton and I welcome you to my channel. Now last weekend I was playing with my cards at a get-together with friends, and we were playing the party no table reading game from my first book. Okay, first book, it's right on, if you have the hard copy, it's on page 299. Okay, there it is, the party no table reading. Okay, so we were playing that, and one of my friends drew the ring card. And she said that she was indeed wondering about her current relationship because he's been very distant, and she felt uneasy. She kind of sensed that the end was coming, right? So we put the ring back in the deck and shuffled, and I told the cards, I set my intention that I would be taking the flanking cards, just the one behind and the one in front. Okay, so what she got was, oh, here's the ring. Right here, I'm using the Petit Lenormand today because that's the deck I had with me then. All right, so let me zoom in. So yeah, she had drawn the ring card, and then when we put it back in the deck and searched for it again, we got this. Whoop, hang on. Okay, right, we got the scythe, the ring, and the fish. And notice the side is facing the ring. Okay, severing the bond. All right, so I told her that the current relationship was indeed in danger of ending, and she'd soon be single and ready to mingle. Yes, the fish, that's single, ready to mingle, that's the freedom card, right? Going out there, you know, there's more fish in the ocean, that kind of thing. You're going out there and looking to add something new to your life, something more. All right, so now what did she say then? She wanted to know more about this new freedom, what this new freedom would bring her. I mean, basically she wanted to know if she was going to meet someone else. But what she asked me was, what is this new freedom going to bring me? So what I did then is I took the fish card as the new charged card to represent freedom, and I placed it back into the deck, and I shuffled while asking her question. But this time I set my intention not to choose the flanking cards because we already know what happened before the fish, right? Now we want to know what's going to happen after. So I told the cards that I would take the three cards. I said I want the three cards after, because basically I wasn't reading the fish. The fish, we already know from the previous reading that she was about to be free, okay? So this is just a placement card. So I told the cards that I would select the three cards following the fish. So I put the fish back in the deck, I shuffled, and what did we get? We got the waves, and the ship, and the rider. Okay? So, what did I tell her? I told her, once you make up your mind to move on, here comes a new man. Now, think about that. The ways is the card of decisions. It's the card of free will, of having options and choices. It's the card of seeing a new path. So she has to decide first that she's going to take a new path, right? She's not going to try to go back to him or wallow in her misery. No, she's going to have to decide to get on a new path, right? And what's the ship? Setting sail for a new adventure, embarking on a new venture, seeking something better, going out into the world to find enrichment, right? Putting distance between yourself and your past, between your now and your past, okay? That's the ship. I mean, consider that while the garden is the card of your local surroundings and the people around you, the ship represents the entire planet, right? Like the world is her oyster. And then the Rider is someone new approaching. It's an action card, a card of arrivals and someone visiting you, something coming to you. Okay, now look how the Rider and the ship are about to collide, right? The ship is facing the Rider, saying that her adventure will lead to someone new coming to her, right? And the Rider is facing the ship, saying that what's about to arrive or come to her will be a new journey, something exotic and vastly different from what she's experienced before, which of course is what she wants, because what she's had before was about to end. Right? She doesn't want that again, right? And what I also noticed was, check this out. Now remember, this was our placed card, right? And it's the King of Diamonds, and the first card that she got was the Queen of Diamonds. There they are, the couple. Is that so cool? All right, so here's another thing. She looked at the cards and she was staring at the ship, and she told me that she was thinking about booking a cruise for her and this boyfriend to see if it would bring them closer together, right? But she now sees that this cruise is intended for her alone. And she asked if this meant that she would meet someone on the cruise. And I said, well, if not on the cruise, immediately afterward, because the Rider is a fast approaching card. Yes? Okay, so for fun, let's just try another one. Let me throw these back in the deck and let me make up a story. All right? Okay, so let me just keep the scythe, right? All right, so say you're about to get fired. All right. Well, okay, say that you drew some cards about your job because you feel your boss is about to fire you, not because he doesn't like you or you're not a good worker, but because he's downsizing and you're actually overqualified and bored in your current position, and he knows that, and he's probably thinking you're going to quit soon anyway. So you really feel like you're about to lose your job, and you draw some cards, and the final card is the scythe. So you're like, okay, well, that's what I thought. I'm about to, get the axe. All right. So you then want to know what's going to happen after that, right? So you put the scythe. It was your final card from your previous reading, right? So you put that back into the deck, and you focus on that card. That's your charged card. And now you want to know what's going to happen after you lose your job. Okay? Now, just say that you tell the cards, you tell the cards that you're going to take let's do 5 cards. You're going to take the 5 cards that follow it. And playing with this story, let's see what we got. Okay, so we got the bear. Oh, well, there's your boss. We got your boss. All right, we got the bear. We got the birds. We got the man. Okay. The letter. Oh, am I going to be able to fit this? Wait, hang on. I might have to zoom out. Wait, oh, and the heart, okay. Let me zoom out a bit. All right. All right, so now we have the scythe, the bear, the birds, the man, the letter, and the heart. Okay, so as I said before, the scythe I'm not really reading because that's the placement card. We already know that from the previous reading that she's going to get canned. Okay, so we want to know what's happening after that. All right, so what could we say? Well, we could say that your boss will be uneasy about firing you, right? And remember, the bear is also the card of prospering, right? So that's a good card for her. It's also represents her being competent and capable and all of that, right? So if we look at it as her boss, her boss is going to be uneasy about firing her, and he's going to speak to someone, a friend, or, you know, the man could also represent him, as if to say he's going to put himself out there for her, right? And then she'll be contacted with an offer that will make her very happy. Okay, that's it. That's it, my friends. Thanks for watching, and if you want to practice with this spread, go ahead and give it a try and post it in my Facebook group. Lisa Loves Lenormand, Petit, Grand Jeu, Kipper, and Intuitive Card Reading. I finally got the name down. I finally remembered the name of my group. And if you're not in the group yet, you will find a link in the description box below this video. You'll also find a link for the upcoming International Lenormand Summit. If you haven't already bought your tickets, it's coming up next month. And I will be teaching on both Saturday and Sunday. All right, now off you go to play with those cards. Bye, everybody.